Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel for a new art journaling video. Today I have some new products to share. I got an art journal with watercolor paper from Arteza. They were so kind and sent it to me for free. And I got this together with the 60 gouache set. And I have swatched out the paints on the first two pages, except from the pearl ones, which also come with the set. I really love the gouache paints. They are highly pigmented and they are bright and happy. And I have pulled them out of the packaging and I store them in two trays, one for the cold and one for the warm colors. The watercolor paper in this book has two different kinds of texture. You have one textured side and one smooth side, and it always alternates, so you have both at the same way. These are the both textured sides, and on another page you have two smooth sides. So this is perfect when you do double spreads and you want the same quality paper on each side, of course. After I recorded this video, I tried my Inktense pencils on this paper and I used the smooth side, and that doesn't work. The pencil lines don't disappear 100%, and I will try it on the rough side of the paper and I'm sure that they will work on the textured side better. I'm pulling out some colors I want to use for the spread I'm making today. And I will also use our brand new stamps from the Rubber Dance webshop. I'm starting off on a double spread with the textured sides because I expected already that it will work better when you have no gesso on the page. So I'm starting with no gesso and I squish out some paint to my right side. By the way, I'm working on a glass plate. This is not real wood, it's just looking like wood. It's a glass cutting plate and it's normally used in the kitchen. I start by wetting some areas before I go in with the paints. I start off with a circular shape because I think it makes it really easy to get a beautiful layout. I would be really interested in getting to know which mediums you love to use in your art journal. What is your favorite medium? What do you love to use the most in your art journal? Maybe you'd like to tell me in the comments. I myself have no real preferences. I enjoy trying out almost everything. Tools I love to use and I often use are the Neocolor crayons, I believe. They are so versatile and easy to use, and it's always something when you want to do a quick project you can use the Neocolor crayons, and they are super handy, I think. But I also love to use acrylics and I enjoy watercolors, but I'm not really good with watercolors and I think they are pretty difficult. Before I go in with complementary colors, I dry my background because I don't want to create mud. That's what I love about gouache paints. They act like watercolors, and when they are dry they don't get much lighter, just a little bit maybe. Of course they are a lot more opaque than watercolors and they always look a little bit more chalky. Coming back to the gouache paints, I mentioned that there are 12 metallic colors in the set. I didn't use them on this journal spread because I simply forgot to use them. They maybe would have looked really nice on top, but I will definitely use them next time. I have separated them from the normal gouache paints, just that I have quicker access to my paints and I don't have to search so much through all the tubes. The gouache paints from Arteza are amazing. I have already worked with the 24 color set and also with the metallics, and they are so pretty. They are highly pigmented, they have a super good flow, and I can't say anything against them. When my background is dry, I tone everything down with a little bit of white acrylic paint. I add it in with my fingers just intuitively, and of course I don't cover the whole page, just some areas. I add in some texture with a stencil from Stencil Girl. This is one of my favorites recently. After this is dry, I add in another layer with the gouache paints. I wanted to add some of my textured sea creatures to this page, and I've stamped them to watercolor paper and color them in with Inktense pencils. The water brush I'm using is also one from Arteza. It's a set with 4 brushes, and I believe you get 2 small ones and a middle one and a bigger one, and I really enjoy them to use them for coloring stamped images. Before I glue down all my stamped images, I add some more texture to the background, and I'm using our brand new doodle borders for that. They are super versatile. I think you can use them in your planner, you can use them on greeting cards, and you can use them just to add texture to an art journal page. I get a lot of questions how I mount my stamps or how I use them direct to an acrylic block and why they don't fall off. It's pretty easy with our stamps because they have a sticky back side, and the sticky back makes them cling automatically to an acrylic block. You just have to make sure that the back side of the stamp and also the acrylic block is completely clean. So I just use a baby wipe on both and wipe it off, and then everything works pretty fine. In case you have problems with clinging your stamps to acrylic blocks, you can always use a simple glue stick and glue it temporarily to your acrylic block. You can wipe off the glue and it will not ruin your rubber. Finally, I glue down my cutout stamped images. I left a white border around the image to make it pop even more from the background. I'm adding my title with some alphabet stickers that I've made myself. I used a Sizzix die together with some double-sided tape and pink cardstock. This is my page for today. I hope you enjoyed it and I thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye!